I'm not an ethnic champion. But I feel this was done here because these people are Igbo. And now it affected me. And I'm not speaking out because it affected. I always speak out on these issues. The man is wicked. And up to this moment, this guy have not addressed the country. Because he thinks he's too big when he doesn't earn any money. The people pay him. These people pay their tax. The Amai comes here to collect money. All they ask is just to protect this business and protect these people's property. And now his people came and raised it. They were bringing them from Kano, bringing them from Jos. He knew they were bringing them. We saw even the ones they were loading in front of Asoro Presidential Villa. They were macheting people. In front of the Presidential Villa. Did the president do anything? No. He did not do anything. No. He wants to destroy a country he never built. We are not going to give him that space again. Yes. But if he wants to kill, let him kill everybody. Yes. But he's a wicked man. Yes. Yes. And up till now, he has not come to apologize to Nigerians or send his people to come to apologize to these people. Look at the business, look at the cars. From here up to that junction, his people burnt it. What did these people do to this guy now? Not talk of the one he opened fire. Removed the CCTV, them and their people in Lagos. Off the street light and started executing and butchering innocent people. These people are barbarians. When you play with human lives, when human life means nothing to you, are you the one making this money? And you're destroying the means of livelihood. What brought about this clash? People were having their procession and protest in the last 2 weeks. Instead of you to produce your own people to rally for you somewhere, because nobody is actually with you again, you now went and imported armed thugs and barbarians, and they started shooting from. Look at even the prison they broke. They are the ones who did it. And they planned this systematically with some of their APC governors to unleash these hoodlums as an excuse for placing curfew all over the country to attack the protesters. Even when Sanwo-Olu imposed that illegal curfew or whatever they call it in Lagos, it didn't take up to 2-3 hours for the soldiers to be deployed. They all worked this thing out. They removed the CCTV camera so that the atrocity will not be covered. They off the street and then started butchering these people. You know, when Ambode said Sanwo-Olu has a mental issue, people took it for granted. For somebody that can support this carnage against his people. So all we are asking the president is to be president for one day, even if the only thing he did is to de-escalate tension and find a way to unite our people to have a middle ground so we can do our business. He has already wasted the entire 6-7 years. But we're asking him to preserve our lives. But our lives look like chicken to him. Is his own life special that of his children? No. Why the people that was killed there? Let it be his daughter that was killed. Will he be blowing that, sitting in the villa without doing anything? No. It means he can do anything he likes, go to bed and sleep, but he is a lazy man. The people are paying him. Yes. And now he has destroyed my car, destroyed that of my peer, and destroyed that of other innocent business people here. Yesterday night, Nigeria did not know. His talks were here to commit this trap, and we're hearing that I was still going to come back. Has he addressed the nation? Has he condemned the activities of his talks? No. Were they not being carried in security vehicles of government? Yes. Did you see the videos? Yes. Were they not loaded inside the front of Asoro? Yes. On a normal setting, this man is supposed to be declared wanted by the International Criminal Court. He should be arrested for crimes against humanity a long time ago. And that's why I told people, when you opened fire on the shy people, people thought it was about the shy. When you open fire on the IPOP, they thought it was about. Today, you open fire on the entire country. If you leave this man, he will murder everybody. Yes. I was asking every Nigerian to keep shouting. We will not give up for him because he never built this country. We will never give up for the Buhari. Never. And everybody keeps shouting to the international community. This man, whenever he finishes, needs to go to International Criminal Court. He needs to be where Gbagbo is. He needs to be where Charles Taylor is. Yes. He has brought a brutal regime on our people, leaving behind traces of blood and destruction. Who is he to destroy our lives? We are the taxpayers. All we ask him is protection. He should stop dividing us along ethnic or religious line. Allow every Nigerian to live peacefully. But he allowed these talks since the last 5 days. And you call yourself a government? You want people to respect you? No. How can any person respect him? Look at my vehicle here. And look at that of my peer and other people. What did we do to him that? Was I in the protest? I cannot be a coward, not because it involves me now. I've been saying this even before I got affected yesterday night. That these were militia working for the president. These were militia with the president people. We have formed them. We saw them on pictures and videos being ferried in government vehicle, being backed up by security forces. The police was he didn't do anything yesterday. They wanted, okay, how did the president allow this thing? This was an NSAS protest by young Nigerians in Lagos and Abuja. How did him and his people introduce ethnic and religious angle to this? The president is just wicked. He's a wicked man. Not because I'm affected here. My media advisor, Cosmos, is also born. And they waited, know the time this is an armored vehicle. They waited to hit it up to make sure the glass melt. What did the police do there? So do we have a police, or we have a militia police or army or DSS? These are innocent business people doing their business right here. All these vehicles, just like my own, belongs to people, customers who will come and question what happened to their cars. They deliberately wanted to punish them, and they started it up from the tire side, where they were chased away from that side, and they continued to descend. Police allowed them to do this. And what brought us to this point? If there was a protest and government feel they have their own supporters, what a reasonable government, not a mad government, should have done is to rent their own people to have their peaceful protests, not to be chasing people who are having their own protests. That is madness. If you say you are popular, you have followers, they would have seen the crowd somewhere gathering. But you decided to descend to the level of Nkurunziza of Burundi, Gaddafi of Libya, Nkurunziza of Burundi, Alpha Conde of Guinea, Paul Biya of Cameroon, and all these murderers to rent armed, militia and barbarians to attack innocent people because people are expressing their views somewhere and you want to visit it on other people. These people were not on protest, they were working. And when this thing started, it was in the night when we got the call. They said police did not stop them. Look at the kind they continue to raise up to that point. The government is behind this. Buhari is behind this. And up to this thing started, since he started introducing ethnic and religious activities, the president have not spoken since that up to today. Who does he think he is? Is he making this money? These are people paying tax. They pay tax to Amak and everybody. The money he spends. He has never worked anywhere where he earned them apart from government money. All the people ask is the basic responsibility of governance, which is protection of lives and property. And this guy cannot do it. Are we his slaves? And then all you could do is to arm militia and barbarians to be burning down people's property. People are talking about Lekki, where his soldiers went on a rampage. Here he used militia, he used barbarians, he used cultists, he used hoods and everything to deliberately raise down all these vehicles, including my own. What kind of leader is this? And the painful thing about it is that this man has succeeded in widening the gap of division in this country. He's very wicked, and I'm telling him he's wicked. He's wicked. He has succeeded in widening the gap of division in the country. This country has been divided a little bit on the religious and ethnic line. This man came with a mission to make sure that that line is drawn wide. To me, this is ethnic cleansing. It's a religious cleansing. This has nothing to do with protest or anything. Why do you have to come down here in the night yesterday to start raising this place again after the first one a day before yesterday? And what if you brought the clash? You rented hoodlums and thugs who were attacking innocent business people who resisted them up there. You now imagine the audacity of those bandits for being resisted from carrying out carnage there. They now came in the night from the bush and raised down all these things.